never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
It's tipped out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he ends up missing both free throws. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the Nets in Brooklyn.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here in the palace, let's give it up for your auto motion. There you go, fans. Your Pistons dancers. Make some noise, Detroit.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Green kicks to Mahinmi. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Randolph a screen. Jackson with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. It's rebounded by Ray.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense. 4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Johnson outside. Here's Drummond, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Drummond the screen. Feeds to Randolph. Great D that time from Green.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancers. There you go, fans.
Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. The Warriors, number 1. The Pistons, second.
And here we've got 2 teams shooting the ball so well on the season, and neither one hesitates to pull the trigger. This is a great matchup.
And the Warriors with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Ray, look at that jam.
Wow.
I mean, just beautiful.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Here's Jackson. The Warriors making the shot. Randolph can't hit. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Ray. From about 16, that's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Now here's Jackson. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Back to Drummond. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fella's wearing the rim out.
got a piece of it. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Ray. Whoa!
Goodness.
Woo. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Kevin.
All right, Doris. On defense, Golden State. They have a 9-point lead. And it's Rose penetrating. Here's Drummond. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
And that one's good.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Rose dishes to Johnson. The numbers in their favor. On up the court.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Pistons trail by 11. They set the pick. Down low, here's Portis, and it's blocked by Ray, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Mozgov, he's checked in for Andre Drummond.
Timofey Mozgov.
.43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Johnson, the pass to Mozgov. Detroit, no good that time either. Warriors leading by 11. Here's Ray. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feed. And that's 18 points for Freak.
I think it's pretty smart that he's been given the ball pretty much every time down the floor.
Yeah, when you're 8 for 8, I mean, I think that would also call for you to get more possessions, and he definitely has got it going right now.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
And the shot is good. The Insanity's got 20 points.
You know, when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you got to be kidding me.
He is at a zone right now, putting on a show.
Rose goes in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Rose has got his first 2 points.
Shaped and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Warriors on top, up by 12. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Ray in at point guard. Roberson is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Ian Mahimi. And it's Thompson in at the 2 spot. And here's Rose following the three-pointer by Freak. Rose kicks to Mozgov. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Now, here's Thompson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Rose. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. To the left wing. Here's Livingston. And Roberson pulls it down.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Ray. Another 3 for Golden State.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Detroit calls timeout.
And how about the numbers on Draymond Green? His last 10 games, he's averaging 6 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
Drummond's checked in for Detroit. Randolph comes in for Portis. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks put on a show. He had 46 points, and he did his thing on the defensive side as well, nabbing more than his share of steals. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Steph Curry's checked in for Klay Thompson. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Randolph. Drops in the tray. Randolph's got his first 3 points of the game. Warriors leading by 16. Here's Curry. And he gets it to go.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Rose. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Curry kicks to Roberson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. Pistons trail by 18. Randolph a screen on Curry. Rose dishes to Randolph. Here's Dang. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Here's Insanity. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game, and that one's good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now here's Rose. They trail by 18. Outside Randolph. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Drummond drops in the layup for 2. Drummond's got 8 points.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
A different look here for Detroit. Johnson, he's checked in for Dang. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Sean Livingston. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rose.